Back to you.
All right, Anand, thanks for joining me with those details. Now, in a shocking and heartbreaking incident, a nursery student at Poornima School in Hyderabad, Shapur Nagar, was brutally thrashed and pushed to the ground by a school helper or Aya on Saturday, November 29. The child later developed a high fever and was admitted to a hospital. The incident came to light after a local recorded the assault on a mobile phone and shared the video on social media. Reportedly, the young girl had urinated in her clothes during class, following which the teacher asked the helper to take her out and assist her to change clothes. Instead of helping the child, the Aya reportedly dragged her into an open compound area and began to beat her. In the video, which lasts around 4 minutes, the Aya is seen harshly tugging the child, throwing her to the ground, repeatedly slapping her, pulling her by the hair and banging the girl's head on the floor. The child can be heard crying continuously as the assault continues. The parents of the student, devastated after watching the disturbing footage, first confronted the school management. Following advice from local residents, they approached the Jirimetla police and filed a formal complaint. The accused helper was taken into custody and a case has been registered against her. The investigation is now underway, with the parents also demanding action against the school management for negligence. I have Raj Kiran joining me with more details. Raj, what more can you tell us about this shocking incident?
A horrifying incident took place in a private school in Shapur Nagar under the Jirimetla police station limits of Mirchal district. A school Aya brutally assaulted a nursery student caused severe concern among the parents, and they have filed a case based on the CC footage. A young man living in the neighboring house recorded a video of assaulting from his terrace, exposed the cruelty of the Aya, how she has beaten the nursery students in the video. And this the victim, who has reportedly not eaten anything since yesterday evening, developed the high fever, and that girl was rushed to the local hospital for the treatment, and she's undergoing treatment in the hospital. Based on the video evidence, the parents have filed a complaint at the police station. The accused Aya has been taken into custody and shifted to the police station now, and further investigation is going on.
All right, Raj, stay on with me. Now I have Brinda DJ, women and child rights activist, joining me. Brinda, this is a very, very shocking assault on a little child. What do you have to say?
You're absolutely right. It is shocking, it is atrocious, and I think the first blame lies with the institution. The institutions have considered that these ayahs know what to do and leave the children with them without supervision and monitoring. Now, because of the CCTV camera, they got to know about this ayah. We know that many of these ayahs assume that nobody is watching them and they can do what they want. But can you imagine the trauma the child has gone through? And this is a trauma that the child is going to live with for the rest of her life. So it cannot be that when the courts look at her and say, oh, she's an ayah, she did not know. This is the way she knows how to bring up children or take care of children, so, we'll give her a life punishment. I think a very strong message has to go across to everybody that violence on children, any kind of physical, mental, psychological violence on children takes its toll on the children for the rest of their life, and so a strict punishment be meted out to this person irrespective of what her age is. And also pull up the management, because they should have at least trained these ayahs on how they need to bring up children, especially when the children are in their care. Parents trust these institutions. They go away on work or whatever and leave the children with these institutions thinking their children are safe. Imagine what is happening to the child through the day. 6 to 8 hours the child is there. Some of the creches are open for even 12 hours. That child is spending almost half of his or her life in that creche through these formative years. And if this is the kind of violence the child is suffering, God forbid, what is the kind of children we will be bringing up into our society? Violent children, children who have gone through so much pain and brutality, absolutely unacceptable. It is time the government began to regulate creches. Right now, we don't have creches that are regulated or licensed.
You know, Brinda, a very interesting point. You know, these the maids, the domestic help should really be trained, but how do they get filtered out? Because you know, we've seen a lot of cases like this coming up, and there seems to be something mentally wrong with people who do this to little children. We've seen this not just in India but also in the West. How do you think? What is your suggestion when it comes to the screening of before hiring an ayah or a maid?
See, when we are hiring support staff, domestic help, which are usually known as support staff, one thing we need to realize is a psychological testing must and should be done not only of the support staff but also of other staff. But that said, their training is very important. Why isn't training given? Why aren't they told that children have to be treated in this manner and no other way? Any other way means criminal action will be taken against you. So you see, we don't tell them these things. We are very grateful that somebody has come to help. We are very grateful that somebody is taking time. Also remember, these are creches that pay these people very, very little. Because they are domestic help, they pay them very little. So you're not going to get anybody who's going to be trained, who's going to be compassionate with the children. You're going to get somebody who thinks, okay, I'm looking after the children just like somewhere I look after in somebody's house or something like that.
All right, Brinda, thanks.